Hello everybody, welcome back. In this episode we have many things to do, and the first one is to get the double jump ability. I did just a little bit of off-camera grinding. The next thing we need to do is to go find more dungeons. And in order to do that we will need to go to different worlds, so we'll get to explore that together. And then I need to craft a locator and I need to get farming going in order to progress to the next age. Detector, sorry, not locator. And need farming so that I can get wheat flour. So I'll try and get all those things done today. This meat is just going to be going. I know there's at least one more dungeon on the island, so I suppose that's where we'll head off to next. So in the last episode, I was talking about my plans for this series and for YouTube in general. Now, I would like for this series to be ongoing, for it to go on for quite a long time. But in order for that to happen, I need to have some sort of a long-term plan for the series. I'm not sure I have that at the moment, but it would be something like making like a city or like a larger base that I can sort of develop over time. Right now we've just got a bunch of stuff scattered over the desert. One of the problems that I'm having with the game right now is just that there's no real reason to build any buildings. Maybe there will be later in the game, because admittedly I have not gotten to the late game yet. So this one, okay, this is a little different than the last time I did it. So last time I did this, it was a climbing challenge, and this time it seems like it's a speed challenge. So hold on. Oh, right, okay. Oh, this might be interesting. Alright. So the thing about the hoverboard is it does not take turns very well. You have to really... Oh, okay. Is that how we're doing this? It's got those controls, I think they call them tank controls, where left and right steers you, and then forward moves you forward. But it's kind of got drifty controls otherwise. I think the hoverboard is a neat idea. It doesn't control quite as well as it would have to be, like, make me want to use it. But for this trial, it's fine. And 2 minutes is, like, plenty of time to get there. Uh-oh. Okay. The hoverboard disappeared, but I did not get off of it, so there's another bug report for the devs. So that's an easy trial. The last one I did, it was a climbing challenge, and there was just like one straight room, and I needed to eat steak and then like kind of strategically climb the walls in order to get to a high up door without losing stamina. I don't know if I really explained that. This isn't like a tutorial playthrough. I have a tendency to over-explain things anyway, so I'm trying not to do that this time. Yeah, what was I talking about? I was saying something before I entered here. I was saying I need a plan. Right, so there's no, like, reason usually to, like, do anything in this game, except for, like, progression. So I think, like, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get to the end game pretty quickly, as quickly as I can. I still haven't got there in my offline playthrough either, so we're going to see how far we can progress towards that. And then I want to build up some sort of a larger structure, some sort of a reason to, some sort of a progression outside of just the mechanics. But I'm still thinking about that. And I still need to get to the end game to find out like what all there is in this game. Like I said, I've seen screenshots of things that are like, you know, automation. I've seen there's like, there's definitely conveyor belts, which I have been able to make in my offline game. And then there's also, I think there's like some fans and things, and I one of the Steam reviews mentioned that there's a way to automate like wood and stone collection, which would be interesting. But yeah, I just haven't gotten to any of that yet. So okay, so that was that. Next, I'll go ahead and make a detector. I'm doing everything out of order in terms of the achievements, but oh well. I have not tried to make a fillet machine yet, but I think it's probably not that useful. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the wheat field. I'm just going to make one because there's more stuff later that's probably more useful. So let's go ahead and just try and knock this out really quick. I need to make a bucket. There's this error that I was having with the buckets in my offline playthrough. I mean, I assume it's a glitch and not like the way it's supposed to be. Where after I used the bucket, it just disappeared. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I mean, you know, even if it does, it's fine. Oh, I didn't know right click was defend. That's probably something I should know. Sounds kind of useful. Oh, and then using the bucket unequips the shield, huh? Okay. I mean, I feel like that shouldn't happen. I feel like those shouldn't be on the same inventory slot, but, yeah, you do you. Nope, wrong button. Re-equip this shield, not that one. Oh yeah, I built a bunch of chests too, didn't I? Yeah, I did that off screen. So let me kind of plop down a bunch of these chests. There we go. Put stuff away. When I have a chest for seeds specifically, even though I don't have many right now, I will in the future. I found that you use like the salt, pepper, vinegar, oil stuff a lot, but anything else, like these things, the red herbs, I don't know if they're that useful. Anything else can probably be put in a chest. And then I need to get all this material sorted out. So a lot of this is useful for a variety of different things, but some of it is just nonsense. And for some reason you can't store, like, any sort of item that you get from a different animal has to go in a separate stack in the chest, but not in your inventory. So that's pretty strange, I think. Like that. I have 3 stacks of 1 fang. Just why? Seems ridiculously inefficient. Okay, I guess that's fine for now. I'll just keep the metal on me. Alright, so now we got wheat, and then you cook the wheat on the fire, I do believe. I don't know if there's a way to, like, cancel this. Apparently not. Apparently I just have to wait. Well, I'm not doing that, so I guess I'll make another fire. Also, it does not make any sense that you would make wheat into flour over a fire. But I'm going to chalk that up to just like a feature that the devs have not been able to implement yet. Like they're probably going to make a separate building for it. Is it not over the fire? Maybe it's in the cooking pot, actually. Yeah, it's in the cooking pot. I mean, same thing goes. It doesn't make any sense. Do I need more? I think I need more than that. Yeah, so my bucket is gone, so that's annoying. So you just have to, like, continuously make new buckets. Oh, go make 5. Oh, not 99. No. No. 5, please. You just have to continually make new buckets in order to water your farms. So I know my brain just jumps topics constantly, so this probably just seems like a complete non sequitur. But earlier I was talking about the need for some sort of overarching goal, and I got distracted from that from something. But that's one of the reasons why I want to do multiplayer. So I think that with multiplayer, you can actually create more of a persistent world with multiple people interacting on it. Whether you're working together or against each other, and I think there should be some sort of PvP. I think with Ark, you can have more players on a single server, and that allows for like bigger factions to form and like groups of people to fight with each other. And that's what makes Ark so interesting. Part of what makes Ark interesting. So if I could get something like that going in Craftopia, I feel like that would be way more interesting. How many did I need? Did I need 10 or did I just need like 5? I need 10, so this is actually not enough. I need more. Buckets. I did get a bucket back that time. So this has to be a bug, because sometimes I get a bucket back and sometimes I don't. And it's super weird and inconsistent. And it should not be happening. Alright, so after this, I promise we will go do something more interesting. Once I get this next level of technology, I think I'll go through the portal to a different island and then look for another dungeon. Which should be mildly interesting, at least. I have a bow, but I never really made any arrows. Maybe I should try and do a little bit of that while I have time. Make a better bow first. And then arrows. I don't need 99. I was thinking 50. Okay. So I think when my record button is set to the numpad 0, and then I use the numpad to type the number 50. So I'm not sure what all you guys missed just now, but I need more money before I can level up, and so I'm gonna go to a different world first. And I'm not sure how much I accidentally cut out there, but hopefully not too much. Hopefully I can still... So there's a lot of squares here. It's a lot. I guess I click and drag to move over. So I'm wondering how much stuff is there to do? Or are these islands all going to be basically the same? It's somewhat interesting. Yeah. I'm feeling a little embarrassed there, but okay, what next? So I'm going to these dungeons in order to get those slabs. I don't think I ever explained this, but I'm really not trying to explain too much here anyway, so I need to eat a bunch, don't I? I should have been paying more attention to that. And I need the slabs in order to give them to Anubis so that he can permanently increase some of our stats. I wonder if the heat here is going to have any actual effect. I remember in my previous playthrough seeing there was a some armor gave heat resistance. So I think maybe this desert heat is actually more serious. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. So I am looking for a dungeon. Got some lizard men coming after me. That's fine. I'm not really worried. I think I'm on like I'm on level 12 already, so yeah, not too worried about these level 8 dudes. Okay, so this looks like it might be a dungeon. Well, there's definitely a lot of enemies around. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a dungeon, it just means it's, there's these, like, enemy encampments, I guess. I really have not done much on these outer islands, so I'm basically experiencing this for the first time. But I did see on the other one that there was, like, a goblin camp. And I guess here the main enemies are the lizardmen. Got some new weapons. Those are probably better than my current weapon, to be honest. Cutlass. Let me see. Cutlass is not better than my current weapon. There's all these like different things down here, like little modifiers and things, but I don't really know what any of them mean. I mean, some of them are obvious, like just attack goes up. That's obvious what that does, but some of them it's not so obvious, or it's at least not obvious whether it's that good or not. I don't know. I'm real bad with that kind of game anyway, like you know, Diablo or whatever, where you have to look through all your gear and decide which one is like got a slight edge over the other. What happens if I walk into a tornado? Pretty much what you would expect. Wow. We got a lot of momentum off of that. Yeah, I need to get more stamina so I can do this for long. I can do the glider for longer. Because it's pretty much the best way to move around. But yeah. Not helpful. But, yeah. Like I said in the last video, I've been trying to, like, get better at not using filler, stuff like that. It's just really difficult, especially when you've already been talking for, you know, an hour and a half. I wonder how most YouTubers do it. If maybe they just don't have such long recording times, or maybe escaping trial. So this is the one I did before. This person is useless. Alright, so if this is exactly the same as the one I did before, and it is, then what I need to do here is I need to eat the steak to recover some life. Then I need to climb up the wall along one of these pillars. I don't know how much of this is intentional, but like there's this little ledge that you can find a little spot to stand. Okay, well, I didn't find it this time, but the way that I did it before is I just climbed up this. There's these little rings, little decorative things around here, but if you try to climb up the wall part and not the pillar, then you bump your head into that and you can't actually go higher. Alright, so you get high enough to where you can see that, and then I think I fucked that up. Alright, so this is going to take a couple tries, but you get the picture. Just have to get up high enough, and honestly I might not have to do any sort of like rest. Yeah, here we go. So that's easy enough. I mean, the combat based ones are not that hard, but the non-combat based ones are even easier, so I don't know if they need to be hard necessarily. I'm sure that the making more variety of dungeons is in the plans. They give you so many weapons. It's ridiculous. So I gotta figure out some of these weapons that I can drop. This one's technically better than my currently equipped sword. So I guess I will do that. And then these cutlasses are significantly worse. This one's really worse. So I can get rid of that. I can get rid of this. I think I was going to sell those, but it's fine. Honestly, okay, so the stone tools, those are completely... That's iron, not stone. That's wood. Those are completely useless at this point. The monster prism, I'm not sure exactly what it does, but I think it's something like a Pokeball, where you can capture monsters in it. I saw something like that in the Steam community page. Alright. Collect up all this stuff, and head out. And since that one was not a combat one, we didn't even take any damage or anything, I'll go ahead and just look for another one. Seems fine. There's a little cave over here. This could be interesting. Are these something I can interact with? Yes, actually. I can get crystals. I don't know what those are used for yet, but I'm sure it'll be important, so I'm going to grab as many as I can. Every time I enter like a dungeon or I do a task or something, I forget what I was talking about before that. My short-term memory is just awful. It's not like I have ADD or anything. I mean, if I do, it's undiagnosed. And I have been to psychologists, they just refuse to diagnose me with anything. So, I don't think I have ADD, I think I just have a bad memory. But that's, yeah, something that I'm aware of. I think I might have been talking about... multiplayer stuff, or I might have been talking about production stuff. I'm really not sure. I don't know. Kind of just want to not talk about anything for a little bit. I get like that after recording for so much time. I'm not sure how long I've been recording now because I accidentally turned it off at one point. Typing in numbers, not realizing that my stop record button is 0. Hey, stop it. So I mean, like, my goal with the multiplayer stuff, like I said, I think it's more engaging. But if I'm being honest, my, like, shoot for the moon type of goal is that I think this game is going to be really good after, like, a year or so of development. And I want to be on the cutting edge of what's going on in the world. And I definitely don't think I can do that by myself. And, you know, I think that, like, the meta for gaming YouTubers is, either you do the types of videos that I was talking about earlier where it's like, god damn, what do I get rid of here? I guess I get rid of this. That is actually better than my rapier. No, that's... Yeah, it is. No, it's not. Currently I'm holding my pickaxe. Okay. Gladius is even better, so I guess we'll just go ahead and do that. And then there's just so many swords. So this looks pretty bad now, doesn't it? So, okay, try not to forget what I was talking about. What was I talking about? I was talking about my ultimate goals. It would be great, and I don't think this is going to happen, but it would be fantastic if I could make a server that's like, you know, the Hermitcraft of what's this game called? Craftopia. Because, like, it's a new game. It hasn't been out very long. It's been out, I think, like a week or two. It's clearly in early development still. So like right now, I don't think many people are really watching it. And also it's like still competing with like Ark, which released an update recently. I think Ark is like the most direct competitor for sure. Maybe also competing with like Minecraft, which, you know, isn't everybody. But I think that this game has potential. It has real potential. So I think if I can keep on this game and like stay up to date with it. Okay, I can't use it on that. If I can stay up to date with this game, then and keep consistent with making videos, then maybe the game will blow up, and then I can get some viewers from that. I don't know. I mean, I'm expecting my first video to get 0 views, because that's how much my, as far as the IA playthrough got. But you could also argue that, you know, like a strategy roguelite is kind of, it's kind of a niche genre anyway. So maybe that's why it didn't get enough views. I mean, it didn't get any views. But it's also a new game, so I don't know. Whatever. I'm not too tied to the number of views that I'm getting right now. It'd be great if I could make any amount of money at all from YouTube. I mean, like, that's kind of just the dream. I'm losing my train of thought again. Happens a lot. I don't know what to do about that. I need to get better about it, but I don't know what to do about it exactly. Oh, I haven't talked about, I have a plan to make a bigger sort of video. And I'm not sure I want to spoil just yet. But it would be more of a, like, edited, scripted, like, mini documentary. What do they call those? Like, video essays? It's not exactly a video essay because it's not, you know, it's not about a topic, but something that I want to do that I would like to do in a sort of a different format, a bigger format. Hello. I don't want to kill you. I wonder if you can, like, ride animals in this game. That'd be cool. I'm just looking for one more dungeon before I go back. And then once I do that, I'll probably end the episode. So I think my last segment that I did was probably like 10-15 minutes. And this one's been going for 15. By the time I get done with the dungeon, maybe like 20 or 25. And then that's like a 30 to 45 minute episode, which is fine. But I'm not seeing any other dungeons right now. This could be it, though. No dungeons here. Also, why did I lose money? Didn't I have like 1,000 before? I haven't bought anything. I haven't died. How did I lose money? I should have even sold some stuff already. That's very strange. Hello, sir. So yeah, I mean, with the rate that you level up, like, these guys are nothing. I mean, I should probably go to like a more higher level area, but I don't know if it matters. Like, I don't know what the benefit of doing that is. There's probably some sort of thing that you need to do, that you need to go to higher level areas for, but I don't really know what that would be at this point. Should I try and get up on the plateau, maybe? Maybe it'd be easier to find something from there. Oh, there's a thing right there. And these lizard guys, for some reason, just like seem to not really have any health. Also, they don't make any sounds. I just realized that's kind of what feels a little unfinished about them, is that they don't make any sound. I feel like the sounds in this game need a pretty big overhaul anyway. But yeah, I keep saying stuff like that. You know, it's fine. They're working on it. Let's explosive barrels. There's a dog. Seems friendly. There's probably more weapons that I can't really grab. Mamluk sword. I wish I could see more stuff about it before I decide if I want to pick it up or not. Oh. Huge lag every time they display text. It's probably not a good sign. Okay, so we got more enemies. Looks like goblinos. So let's just get to kill them. Not really much of a threat at all, are they? Also, for some reason, seeds are carried in the same category as weapons. Seems a little strange to me. And weapons and seeds are both things that you get a lot of over time. So it'd be nice if they were in separate categories and you could carry more of them. Their attacks really don't do much damage to you. No, I'm seeing 16 and I have 200 health. Food is fine. I believe the bosses are always the same, but maybe there's more that I just haven't gotten to yet. A couple chests. I'm hoping these have like iron bars in them and not more weapons that I don't need. Okay, feathers, leather, and then more weapons that I don't need. So yeah, I think once I get this dungeon, I will, well, I still need to bring the tablets to Anubis. Maybe that would be a good place to end it. Or maybe that would be a good place to start the next episode. I don't know. I like that there's a variety of attacks though. It makes, I mean, the combat's like pretty simple anyway, and like I keep saying, it's pretty easy. But it's nice that there's at least some. It's nice that there's at least like a different types of attacks that do different things, have different ranges. It would be great if you could cancel out of them. Hopefully they add that at some point. Like a jump cancel would be cool. Like, you don't necessarily have to be able to cancel out at any time, because that can also be annoying. Like if you're just trying to attack and then you accidentally hit the forward button and then you cancel your attack and then you get hit. But doing it strategically, like maybe you can only cancel if you jump or you can only cancel if you crouch, I think that could be cool. I mean, most of my experience with this kind of design comes from fighting games, which you can probably tell by the way I talk about it. But I think that that's probably the best place to get that kind of device. Wow, the Gladius costs a lot to repair. Alright. So let's get this boss. Oh, the music changed. I also have 2 skill points. You can heal well using the glider and recovery. I don't know what so this is the first time I'm seeing any of these submenus. I mean, obviously they're right here, so I'm just blind, apparently. Wow, okay. There's a lot more here than I thought. I was just putting points into the basics this whole time. What a loser. I don't have time to look at this stuff. Let's put some points into magic. Why not? Heal. So now, can I... how do I use this then? It's an active skill. How do I use heal? Do I have to go here and then like equip it? Yes. Yes, I do. And I use 10 MP and heal. I didn't see how much I healed it. I healed the full, so it's at least like 50. Alright, is this going to be the same exact price? Yes. Pretty simple flowchart for this boss. When he does this attack, you stand behind a pillar. And when he's standing still, you can try and jump attack him and hit the core. Otherwise, just wait for him to do this attack, run away from it. If you can stand on top of them, then you can get some really good damage in. Then he'll knock you off, but it doesn't do that much damage, so it's fine. And then once he does this, pillars, and then just whack it. Pretty simple flowchart, to be honest. Okay, honestly, just not too worried about any of these attacks. They don't really do that much damage anyway. My healing items do heal enough to really just make it not a problem. This I'm probably going to get hit by, unfortunately. I mean, it's you know, it's fine. I can take a couple of those. No problem. I probably shouldn't be eating the meat. I should be eating the steaks because it actually heals a decent amount. Yeah, it heals 150, which is plenty. Okay, I mean, I don't know what you're doing over there, but... I'm gonna get it. Just this guy seems like he has gotten himself stuck. Let's see if I can just whittle him away while he's stuck in here. It's kind of like every once in a while you'll see a like 150 damage dealt. Now he's getting. But it seems kind of finicky as to whether you actually hit the core or not. And shapeshift, no? You could just go ahead and shapeshift. We can get this over with. It's not like a terribly interesting fight. You're just mostly standing here. I mean, I just do this to make it more interesting for myself, but... Okay, should have done something differently here, but just easy peasy. Not a problem. Alright, should I deliver the slates to Anubis now, or should I do it in the next episode? I'm not planning on recording another episode today, so... I'm not sure how I missed all this, honestly. Not sure how I missed it. What did that say? Did that say command skill? Crouch plus left click. Executes a spin attack. Holding left click keeps you spinning as you consume stamina. Your attack increases the longer you spin, but depletes your satiety. I don't know how to pronounce that word specifically. Okay. Interesting. I don't really know what crouch is. Is it control? Is it Q? What's crouch? Okay, anyway, I'll figure that out later. Oh, here it is. Crouch is C, which is also dodge. Okay, I see. So if I crouch and then left click, I start spinning. Okay. That's an awesome idea. I love it. See, they've got great ideas. It's just very early in the project development, so I think... Oh, God. That's huge. Definitely dropping something for that. So many swords, dude. I don't need this many swords. I need like one sword at a time. Really never need more than one sword. I should probably just be throwing away every single sword except for like the one that I'm using, but it's just there's so many swords. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it there. I think that's good enough for one episode. And honestly, I consider this, I mean I've said it already, I consider this to be like the starter episodes, not like this isn't the proper series. The proper series will start once I reach the end game and have like some sort of a goal for myself, or once I start getting into multiplayer. Alright, that's it. Anyway, I'll give 10 seconds for the end slate. Click the video or whatever, and goodbye.